Welcome crafters, andyisyoda here, back with Jedi Mansion, and it's episode 4. Okay, in the last episode we were doing the roof, which I'll show you up here, and I've done a little bit of work off camera. I've finished the roof all the way around with the brick, and I've started the work on a bit of a design for the top. I'm not too sure. Who's that? Fupan. Hello, Fupan. I'm not too sure about all this glass up here, so possible different design to the roof coming up a little bit later on. I've also added in this balcony here, which I was just going to finish off. Boom, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. And we'll see what else we can get done in this episode as well. I think that's a little bit derp there and needs to be fixed, but we'll come back to that. Let's just add a bit more railing here. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. So how have you guys been? I've been moving house, I've been working, been doing this survival teaching, and it was really good. I had 16 clients, taking them into the woods and teaching them how to build shelters and light fires and find food, and they ate some bugs, they ate some wood louse, which was great. Oh, P-time. Day. Give me day. There we go, daytime. Right, what we're going to do in this episode. What are we going to do in this episode? Let's have a little look inside. I thought, see, it looks pretty cool from up there, but it needs a little bit of a tweak here and there. I've dug out this cave off camera, and that cave I think I dug out in the last episode, so we're probably going to concentrate on this area over here and dig it out a little bit more. But I want to maybe have a go at seeing what happens when we add this walkway in as well, all the way around. It's going to be like an inner walkway. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 4, isn't it? I can't. 1, 2, 3. And I'm in flows. Did you notice? I am in flows. There was high demands for flows HD, so we're in flows, and I think it makes it look a bit more Italian. So thanks for all the comments. See, you make a comment and I adjust. So you are really contributing, guys, to the project by putting in a comment. So thank you very much for absolutely every comment that people have made. So I think we need to expand that by 1. How's that looking? It's quite small. I think we can go for one more layer. Boom, 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 boom. Like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is going to lead to another floor at that level. And we also need to plan up some stairs as well. I don't know why I'm building this brick by brick when I could be using World Edit. Never mind. Let's just continue around here. And all the way over to this stone here. And all these rocks are going to cascade down kind of from the cliff down into the build, and we'll probably have some sort of water feature in them as well, which is really quite cool. So let's continue just to hand build this area here. Need to be quite careful. Who's that running on it? There's a few guests derping about. See, that looks okay. There's a kind of a little balcony you could walk on and look down into this main ridiculous room that's just huge. How's that? 1, 2, 3 blocks there, and I have a feeling I've got 4 blocks on those ones there. So let's keep going. Detail, detail, detail. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. Pretty happy with that, and we'll bring it out again by 1. And that joins up pretty nicely. So that's not bad for a first attempt. Something else I was going to do, I think, was maybe change this glass at the bottom. I like the green, but maybe let's change it. So if we select here, and then go outside and all the way up here somewhere. No, I have to go all the way up here. Boom. And select that. Then I want to change this glass to make it look a little bit less greenish. So I need some codes. So the glass pane is 20. So what code is this? This is lime glass, which is 165. So replace 160:5 with, what did I say, 102? Yes, that looks a little bit better, I think. And I'm also going to need to replace replace 95.5, which is the glass block, with the big glass block, which I can't remember the code for. What's the code for glass block? 20. Replace 95.5 with 20. So that does that. Does that look a bit better? And unfortunately, it's replaced all these. Why did I go so high? What a dumbass. Right, I'm going to fix these guys. Be right back when that's done. Okay, that is fixed. I think that looks a little bit more sophisticated, keeping the green colouring for the upper windows. Okay, let's get on and do something new. So I need to decide how much of this cliff to keep and how much to just get rid of. I am tempted to put off shaders because I think it's distracting. Let's have no shaders. Let me know what you think, guys. Shaders or not when I'm building. Is it too distracting? And do we get rid of this cliff? I think we do get rid of the cliff. We've got to impose this house on to this cliff somehow. We've got to impose our build on the island. We can't just be hiding behind this cliff all the time. So let's go all the way to here to start with. So there, all the way down to here. No, not that far. To there. We're going to set as 0. Ah, look at that. Okay, and then this is going to come out. I think this is probably about the third time I've done this. Like that, there we go. And that is going to mark out some huge windows. So one place we can just continue this on, and we know this is going to be fine, is this one here. And this can continue as well. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. Cool. There we go. So that's going to be a big side of the build. We want to put some really quite fancy windows in there. Hang on one second. Sorry, I had to pause the video there. The little flat I've moved into temporarily for a few months until I can sell my old flat and buy a new house myself. The neighbours upstairs have got a weird water system that sounds like, when they turn their taps on, sounds like a wounded cow. Pretty horrible actually. Boom, boom, like that, and like that. Okay. So we need to start thinking of some plans for this place. So the idea is you come into this ridiculously big, super spectacular entrance hall, which will make it look a bit better, especially up there on the roof. And you've got a choice. You can go up some stairs somehow, or you can carry on. I think carry on at this level, which means I want to get rid of all this floor. Like that. And turn it all just into wood just now, just making, whoa, just making all the floors wood. But we're going to work on the floors and change them to something nice and interesting later on. Okay, so you come along, there's a huge corridor with some nice big windows in it, and I thought we could have like a room in there and a room in there, maybe bathroom and utility room, something like that. And then in here it's going to really open up to be very, very big open plan kitchen. And then that open plan kitchen is going to lead all the way through to a big open plan living room. But we need to see how far through this mountain we can actually go before we emerge on the other side. So we can go quite far, as it turns out. So there's a bit of digging involved here. Let me look at the size of this place. Absolutely enormous. So let's speed up a bit of this digging out of rooms. Okay, well look, here's a new guy, new harmony. That's enough digging for one episode. So let me tell you about the spaces that I have made. In here we are going to have a kitchen with possible little pantries and storerooms off there. Right about here it's going to be a nice big dining table. Dining rail, yeah, that's good, Andy. Dining rail. So I have a dining rail there with a possibility of a tube coming down, shining light onto the table. So let's see where this goes. How far up the mountain we are. Really, we're right there. That's a lot further up than I thought. I thought we'd be right over here somewhere. It'd be better if the light tube was about here, I think. Let's see if this gets us into the room we just made. Hold on. Right, sorry, back from that crash. Let's just explore a little bit in this direction and see exactly where we are in terms of the mountain. See if we can get a little light tube coming down somewhere. Yeah, somewhere around about there, a little bit more realistic. So that's kind of what we'll do. A little bit of light tube coming down onto a dining room table a little bit back. So that's going to be back in there. We're going to have some more rocks and more water features all the way around here, and then a big open plan living room somehow with views out to there, and some sort of little walkway down out here as well, and a possibility of some stairs down at some point. Maybe in here would be a good place for the stairs. Some stairs down to a basement, which would be probably a swimming pool or something. Anyway, let's start to make this place look a little bit better, because it's a bit of a building site right now. Let's actually start making this place look pimped out. So what I do want is this walkway to come round what's on the ground. So it's going to come round what's on the ground. This needs to be dug out a little bit, because this is going to be some sort of pond in here, probably ending about there at the bottom of the cliff, because I thought that would look really quite smart with the cliff coming down and a bit of a pond, a bit of a water feature, and then this walkway kind of curving round the water feature. So let's do that. So I want the walkway to come out here and kind of echo what's underneath as well, like that. I think is that roughly the same. I think that's correct. And then like that and like that, and then we're turning the corner, and we're coming out again, and then going back over to this wall. So that's going to be this walkway, and I guess I've made it quite wide, so let's keep going. Just actually going to mark it out fairly roughly just now, and then neaten it up as I need to, and it's going to join onto this one. You might be thinking this Jedi Mansion looks really weird and derpy just now, but maybe you're new to my channel and you don't know quite how I build, which is a little bit different. People have been watching my channel for a while. Everything's kind of planned out on my builds, and then it kind of looks, it comes together towards the end. So there we go, we've got this little walkway that's connected like that. Let's just do that, and we could take off this one, I think, and that one. So we've got that walkway, which is looking quite weird, and we have this big water feature. So at some point you're going to come up some stairs and be able to walk along this walkway here. Probably have to make it a bit wider actually, like that. And then you can get into, I thought up here would be a great place to have some, oh god, what's going on over there? I don't even want to look. I thought this would be a great place to have some bedrooms carved into the rock. 1 or 2 bedrooms here, and then another staircase over here, some way of getting up from here, probably kind of climbing up like this so that you can reach this level here and get up to the bedroom from the kitchen as well. So that would be cool. Should we go over and have a look what these guys have been doing? It's like a floating house. Who is it? Who's the bag? Boba Lord. I might have known. Troller. There he is. Evil Boba Lord. What the heck is this? More trolls than you could shake a stick at. Guys, do not take that as a go ahead for trolls. I do not appreciate them. I might just let Boba Lord off because he's cool. Right, how are we doing? Shall we put this along here? A little bit bitty so far, this build. A little bit all over the place. What do you think? That's what I think. Let's finish something. Let's do something in this build that's finished. Let's get this water feature looking cool. Right. Slash Repel Air, and we'll finish off this stonework around here. And this sand is a good enough base for the pond. It's going to go at the bottom. Now, I would like another brick to mix with the stone. I thought another brick mixing with the stone would look a lot better than it does now. So what brick? Gravel? Something like that. Let's try gravel. Natural bricks, you see. Gravel. There are ores we could use, but I think... See, there's light grey stained clay as well. If I drop the gravel, genius. Let's get some gravel. And plonk in the gravel about there. Use the Repel brush and just start to scatter some gravel like that all over the place, and we'll stand back and see what that looks like. Yeah, that's a lot better, looking a lot more natural. Okay, so this is kind of boring to watch, so what I'm going to do is just carry on scattering the gravel. Be right back. Okay, well, let's fill this place with water. And there we go, our first Jedi Mansion feature. It's a water feature. And what do you think? Are people going to fall into it? Do we have to have a barrier, or we just leave it like that? Cool. And then what about little bits of sand at the back, like that? And on that sand, of course, some sugar cane, like that. Boom, 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 boom. Looking pretty cool. And we can start, I think, some ivy growing up the walls as well, and we'll just see how far that gets and what it looks like over the next few episodes. Cool. Okay, look at these guys. They need help, look at them. What's it? Norge Kid and Bubblelord. Cool. Okay, I think that is going to be a nice short episode for you guys. We haven't achieved the masses of progress, but we've got some plans. I think in the next episode we're going to look at a staircase and a few more details in here, maybe rethink the roof, and then we're on through here, get this hallway done, get some nice big windows put in here, and then it's on through into the kitchen, dining and living room. Anyway, leave me some comments, give me the feedback, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I'm doing right, and hit that like button if you can, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.